You too. Now, I love whenever I see comments like this, right? I love it whenever I see comments like this because I know that most of you are trying to learn from probably past experiences or mistakes that you've made, or maybe you're trying to like step up your game, like talking to more people. Now, first of all, I saw this comment on a video, and the person who commented was like asking the person who made the video. It was like a guy breaking down how to converse one-on-one in person with a woman, right? How to build conversation with a woman and make her understand you and make her want to like move on with giving you a number. You understand? You know what I normally say about how to talk to women is, one, you need to make her enjoy the conversation. And one thing I've noticed is most of you think talking to a woman is like talking to somebody who, like talking to, yes, I know you're talking to a stranger, somebody you haven't met, but you need to like create this chemistry. What's it called now? Chemistry, if I should say chemistry. You need to create this thing between you guys to make her even want to give you her contact. You need to create something tangible. Probably maybe you look good, you smell nice, you have a great conversation with her to make her want to give you a number. And now, what I want to like differentiate from what he said and what I'm saying now is, he asked how the conversation can lead into a great texting. Basically, you know how I do. You know what I normally say. I don't like texting. I don't want texting. I don't even do texting. Now, there are some people who don't like phone calls, right? But which I would switch from texting to phone calls later on. But first of all, I always make them understand, okay, this is who I am. This is how I do my, like, I don't like texting, and I'm great in conversations. And I need to make them understand in person because they need to have a good time with me in person first before I can move on, before they can see, okay, yes, it's true, he's really good in conversations in person, and he's texting game. It's not as if, and by the way, me saying I don't like texting, it's not as if I can't text. I can text more than some of you that are even watching this video right now. I'm good in texting women more than some of you that are in this video right now. But the only thing that I don't like texting for is it delays the process. It delays the process, and I put my energy in so much things that I need my energy to be focused in one or two other things than to be focused on just texting somebody and just sending messages behind the screen and just typing all day, because I want to put my energy in something else. I'm in school, I'm trying to get a degree, and I'm doing other things by the side. So I'm way too busy for that. So if we get on the call, I know something that I could text you for over a week, I can get it done within one phone call or probably two phone calls if possible. Now, when I talk about making her enjoy the conversation, you want to make her enjoy the conversation to the extent where you don't have to text. You don't have to text. And even if you do have to text, the texting part is just you trying to bring her over to your place now. And you know how we get in the OC. We don't do dates. We don't do dates. We don't go on fancy restaurants or do much of what you guys do out here. It's just something that is natural. I want to do something natural, and it's not as if when you come to our crib, we just automatically demand sex. No, that's not how I am. Me personally, right? I always like to make girls comfortable around me. Not just girls, people comfortable around me. I always like to make people very, very comfortable around me and understand the kind of person I am. Because when you're this kind of person that, first of all, I have self-control. Yes, I need to make them understand that I have self-control off of the way I even carry myself and speak to them. I have self control, I'm disciplined, I have my principles, my morals, and everything that I live by. So I can't just bring you over to my house and just want to force you to do something. No, it has to be out of consent. Remember what I made about one of my video recently? It was out of, I like to get consent from them first. They have to give me the consent to go ahead. Okay, you can go ahead. Now, first of all, what I want to make you guys understand, just as I said in one of my videos, is it's not even up to you to get the sex, it's up to her. She needs to offer it first. You are just trying to get it, right? But she needs to offer it to you before you can get it. You understand? But if you want to manipulate, that's not my business. That's not what I'm preaching here. Then you're out of the whole city. You're out of this league. Our own league. We are trying to create a kind of connection that doesn't just build up with only the sexual connections. We build conversations and build connections that would help us even in the future, because we think deep. We don't just think anyhow. We think deep. Is for the long. Now there are some people who you don't want to create a long-term conversation or relationship. Maybe it's just for the road, right? Cool, that's fine with you. But sometimes there are people who you would want to create connection. There are people that are smart. That's why I like saying follow girls that are smart, follow girls that have something they are doing for themselves in life, that have a purpose, a driven purpose that they are trying to achieve in life. They are trying to be great. Also, they are trying to do something with their life. Also, it's not just people sitting around. And you understand? I don't want to bisect into that. I don't want to digress. But what I'm trying to say is when you build conversations, right? When you build conversations and you know what to say, now basically, right? Basically, this is one of the part that I know people struggle with what to say and what not to say. There was a time I told somebody I know, you can talk about anything. To me, you can talk about anything. And most of the people, most of the P's that are watching this video right now, somebody who has way more experience, probably more than me, or even have experiences in talking to women would understand what I'm saying. You can talk to a woman with any topic. You could raise any topic. Might be finance, might be health, might be anything at all, might be football. I'm telling you, you just have to make her so interested in the conversation. So, and one thing I noticed about some people is some people don't know how to handle conversations. So it's up to you to make them feel like they are among. You don't just want to be talking and let it be a one-way thing. You have to like converse in a way that they feel that they are among and make them enjoy the conversation too. So when you're thinking about how do you move from the actual conversation into texting, don't even think about the texting too much. You're overthinking. Most of you are overthinking, and that's the problem. That's the problem most of you are facing. So whenever you're thinking about this, just think about, okay, we've talked in person. She knows who I am. She knows who I am already. She has given me a number. Now let's do this. Let's do this. And first of all, you need to have a goal in your mind too. You need to have something that you want to get out of that relationship too. You need to have something you want to get. So you don't just get around here moving without purpose. You need to have something in your mind and go on the phone. I'm telling you, go on the phone because there are so many people in our DM. There are so many people in our DM that end up being the fan. So I want you guys to be unique because I always want you guys to win. I want the best for you, my bro. I want the best for you.